Have you ever noticed how some websites transition so smoothly from one page to the next? That's the power of CSS View Transitions. This powerful CSS feature lets you create smooth page transitions and stunning animations without complex JavaScript. Pages, images, cards, and navigation elements can animate seamlessly, giving your website a modern and polished feel. So, let's dive in. Before CSS View Transitions, switching between pages often felt abrupt. When users clicked a link, the current page disappeared instantly and the new page appeared right away. CSS View Transitions solve this by adding smooth animations between page changes. Let's see how it works. First, I'll create a viewtransition.css file and import it into my mainstyle.css file. Then, inside viewtransition.css, I'll enable the View Transitions API using the @viewTransition rule and set navigation auto. This tells the browser to automatically animate page navigation. As soon as we do this, we get a default crossfade effect. When I click a link, the old page smoothly fades into the new page. There are a couple of things to keep in mind. View transitions only work between pages on the same website, and both pages need to use the same CSS setup. That's why I'm using one shared CSS file across all the pages in this demo. Now let's make the transition more interesting. We'll use View Transition Group, which acts as the shared wrapper for the transition, and set its animation duration to 1 second. Since every element belongs to this group, the entire page is animated together. Now when I navigate between pages, the crossfade effect becomes slower and much easier to notice. Now let's create a custom page transition. We'll use View Transition Old Root and View Transition New Root, where root represents the entire page. First, let's animate the old page. The View Transition Old pseudo element controls how the current page leaves the screen. I'll create a slide out animation and set opacity 0 and transform TranslateX -80 pixels in the to state. This makes the page fade out while moving slightly to the left. Next, let's animate the new page. The View Transition New pseudo element controls how the new page enters the screen. I'll create a slide in animation and set opacity 0 and transform TranslateX 80 pixels in the from state. This makes the page start slightly to the right and smoothly slide into place. In simple terms, View Transition Old handles the exit animation, while View Transition New handles the entrance animation. Now let's animate the hero image and about image. For the old image, we'll use the IMG Hero Out animation, which slightly scales the image down while fading it out. For the new image, we'll use the IMG Hero In animation, which fades the image in and smoothly scales it into place. At this point, you may notice that nothing is happening yet. That's because we need to connect the images between pages. To do that, we'll use the View Transition Name property. Inside both the Hero Image and About Image classes, I'll add View Transition Name Featured. Here, Featured is simply a custom name. When elements on different pages share the same transition name, the browser treats them as the same element during navigation. This creates a smooth image morphing effect between pages. You may also notice that the animation feels a little slow. That's because we previously increased the transition duration for the entire page. After removing that, the image transition becomes much smoother and feels more natural. Now let's move on to the project cards. Each card has its own transition name, Card 1, Card 2, and Card 3, which allows us to animate them separately. For the old card, we'll use the Project Card Out animation. This makes the card fade out, scale down slightly, and move upward. For the new card, we'll use the Project Card in animation. This makes the card fade in, scale back to its normal size, and smoothly move into place. We'll apply these animations to all 3 cards. Card 1 starts right away, Card 2 starts with a small delay, and Card 3 starts with a slightly larger delay. This creates a staggered effect where the cards animate one after another, making the transition feel smoother and more polished. Next, Let's animate the pricing panel. First, we'll assign a transition name called Plan Panel to the Pricing Details section. When the panel changes, the old version fades out and scales down slightly, while the new version fades in and scales back to its normal size. This creates a clean and smooth overlay-style transition. Finally, let's animate the navigation indicator. We'll give the active links dot indicator its own transition name, Nav Indicator. Now, when users navigate between pages, the dot smoothly moves to the active link instead of instantly jumping there. It's a small detail, but it makes the navigation feel much smoother and more polished. Next, we'll wrap all of our animations inside the Prefers Reduced Motion No Preference Media query. This ensures animations only run for users who haven't requested reduced motion. We'll also add a Prefers Reduced Motion Reduce Media query to disable all view transition animations for users who prefer less motion. Before using CSS View Transitions in production, be sure to check browser support. The good news is that it's supported in most modern browsers, including Chrome, Edge, Opera, and other Chromium-based browsers, with support continuing to improve in Firefox and Safari. And that's it. In this tutorial, we learned how to enable CSS View Transitions, create custom page transitions, animate images, cards, pricing panels, and navigation indicators, all with pure CSS.